Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, and welcome to the Rogue Racing League, broadcasted by Fearless Broadcasting. It is Greg Thielsen up in the booth tonight. I know last season I was race control, this season up in the booth as we take a look at some of our Rogue Racing League drivers as they warm up in practice. Practice is coming to a close here. Let's pop up our race information for tonight's season opener, season 4 with Rogue Racing League. Really excited about this season. Gen 4 cars, the old school NASCARs. A lot of us remember as we were children. Holds a lot of weight and memory in myself personally. I love these Gen 4 cars. A lot of power, about 900 horsepower behind these beasts of a car. And today we are here at Auto Club Speedway. Fortunately, tearing it down over there in California, out there in Fontana. 2-mile racetrack out here. We are at a 1111 foot elevation up here. As they roll into qualifying, start getting some qualifying runs started. This is season 4. Excited to be in Gen 4 cars. Excited to be in the booth. Drop that and take a look at these cars out on track. Absolute beautiful 89 Canes vehicle of Nicolas Trudeau. What a good looking wrap. True Designs, Nicolas Trudeau. Painting quite a few of the wraps out here. Obviously, because he does an amazing job. That thing is just stunning right there. As we jump up to our current pole sitter, Chuck Sweeting. Currently up there in the pole. Great job by him as he pulls it back to pit lane. Let's drop our tower down. See these qualifying results start to tick in. 10 drivers already setting a time. As our top 10 currently: Chuck Sweeting, Carter Jackson, Nicholas Trudeau, Richard Culbertson, Steve Balcock, Nathan Anderson, Lee Jones, Jason Johnson, Paul Watson, and Wesley Outman. Great job by these first 10 drivers out here. Looking like we have a little over 20 drivers in the session currently. Few drivers electing to wait it out a little bit. See if we can find a driver out on track currently. Oh, you don't want to show. There we go. Our boy Dylan Passetti in the 44. Taking his run done. 29 car. Jason Johnson out here. And let's pull up some telemetry. Jason Johnson, this 29 car, looking like this is a hot lap right here as you go for one more. And I do want to give a big thank you to our sponsors: Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Premier Racing Setups, and Juicy Spider Studios. Big thank you to helping us do what we do, bringing you guys these broadcasts here at Fearless Broadcasting. Greg Thielsen up in the booth tonight. Excited to be here with the Rogue Racing League Season 4 opener here at Auto Club Speedway out here in Fontana, California, as qualifying nearing an end, quite possibly. Halfway through, I think they're going to let a few drivers still get out there. John Spizak out there getting some laps done, jumping up to that top 10 in 8th position. Chuck Sweeting still currently up on top of that qualifying order. See if we can't see what Spizak is doing out there in that 54 car. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you hanging out with us if you're here live. Thank you if you are checking this video out. Hoping you guys are having a great Sunday as the weekend is rolling to a close here with the Rogue Racing League at Fearless Broadcasting. Looking forward to the start of this next week. A lot of great racing on Fearless Broadcasting coming up this week that you definitely gotta keep your eye out for. Make sure you go and hit that subscribe button. Get notifications while we go live so you check out racing just like this here at the Rogue Racing League. Once again, here with Greg Thielsen up in the booth. I am solo up in the booth tonight, but that is okay with me. Excited to bring you some great Gen 4 action out here at Auto Club. One of my favorite tracks. It's got a lot of lines around here. You can run the high side as you see Tyler Daniels out here showing us what he can do in this beautifully painted True Designs, paint job. One sharp car right here of that 45 Tyler Daniels as he sets forth on his qualifying lap out here. See what Tyler's got. Heavy on the gas. Tyler coming out of 4, coming to that start finish line. See if Tyler's got something for him. I know Tyler's got a hot rod out there up to 4th. Okay, let's see what Tyler can do with his second lap here. Chuck Sweeting still up in that top position. Carter Jackson sitting in second, both Chevrolets, 1-2. A Ford of Jason Berg sitting in third. Sitting in fourth here, the Chevrolet of Tyler Daniels. In fifth, the Chevrolet of Nicholas Trudeau. A lot of Chevrolet power up in this top 5 right now. 4 of the 5 positions being Chevrolet power. See if we can find Devin Clark out on the racetrack tonight in that 8 car. Good throwback looking scheme. Not gonna comment on the sponsor on that car tonight, but what a good looking car that is. I do believe another True Designs hot rod out there for the 8 of Devin Clark, looking to make his first qualifying run out here. Once again, thank you for stopping by. If you are live here with us, go ahead, get in that chat box, say hello, tell me who you're rooting for tonight. Excited to be here with the Rogue Racing League Season 4 opener tonight. Auto Club Speedway, Fontana, California. Are you ready? I don't think they're ready, boys. I do not think they're ready for us. Let's see. As we got 15 cars currently with a qualifying attempt. I see quite a few cars without one as Devin comes to his first qualifying lap here, jumping that number to 16 as he jumps to 15th. Wesley Outman jumping to 16th there. Let's give you a little bit of a breakdown here. Still top 5 looking the same. Chuck Sweeting in the 75, the 88 of Carter Jackson sitting in second. Jason Berg in third, Tyler Daniels in fourth, Nicholas Trudeau sitting in fifth, Richard Culbertson sitting in sixth, John Spizak in seventh in that second Ford of the qualifying order. Currently, Steve Bocock sitting in eighth, Nathan Anderson sitting in ninth, Lee Jones in 10th, rounding out our top 10, Jason Johnson in 11th, Corey Stewart sitting in 12th, Devin Clark in 13th, Dylan Passetti 14th, Paul Watson 15th, Wesley Outman 16th, Peter Stewart 17th, Camden Gilliland 18th, Matt Novella in 19th, Gary Rose in 20th, Austin Toller sitting in 21st, Stephen Neal in 22nd, and Zach DeMars rounding out the field in 23rd. Let's drop this and this and this. Gonna remove my name right here. We're gonna drop to a short tower real quick. Drop in a rolling grid here. Our starting lineup: Chuck Sweeting and Carter Jackson on the front row tonight. Starting P1, P2 in the 75 and 88. Row 2 will be Jason Berg and Tyler Daniels, two strong competitors. Jason Berg, our last season champion. Tyler Daniels banging on that door. Nicholas Trudeau starting tonight in the inside P5. Richard Culbertson starting on that outside P6 in the third row tonight. John Spizak in the inside P7. Steve Bocock in that 12 P8. That 54 car looking sharp. And we got Nathan Anderson starting P9. Army Vet Racing and FPS. Good job right there, buddy. Lee Jones starting off P10, rounding out our top 10. Jason Johnson, P11. Corey Stewart in P12, looking ready for tonight in that Lightning McQueen ride. Devin Clark strong, P13. As we watch these cars gridding up, getting ready to take on Auto Club. Paul Watson starting P15. Wesley Outman starting P16. We got Peter Stewart in P17 and Camden Gilliland P18 as the field begins to roll under pace laps, going green 100 laps here tonight. Matt Novella P19. Gary Rose starting off P20. A good grid out here for the Rogue Racing League. Austin Toller starting P21. Stephen Neal starting off P22 here tonight. And rounding out our field, Zach DeMars starting in P23. Excited to bring you Rogue Racing League tonight, Season 4, season opener here. Cannot wait to see what these boys have in store for us. Let's go 44 Dylan Passetti in the chat. Number 44 to the front. I heard in the paddock earlier talks of Kenny Wynn. Let's pull him up in here, see if we can grab him. See, oh, let's throw him. Nope, it won't even let me pull him. I guess I do not have the correct permissions. Oh no. Really? Okay, that's all right. No, won't let me pull him as we're getting set to go. Green pace car is pulling off here, going green. Season 4 green flag here. Green flag is out. Fearless Broadcasting, Rogue Racing League, Chuck Sweeting, bringing us to our first green flag of the night. As they start to fan out here, Nicholas Trudeau up a spot, fighting with Tyler Daniels there side by side. The 88 of Carter Jackson sideways, already coming out of turn 2. Quite a bit of action throughout the field. Nicholas Trudeau and John Spizak side by side as we enter 3 and 4 for this first lap here. A lot of tight racing, close side by side racing already. Lap 1 here, complete and in the books. Let's grab our telemetry here on the outside of Spizak. Still on the outside of Nicholas Trudeau there in that 89 car, trying to find his way past as the draft starting to work in his advantage. A car in front of Spizak, trying to use that to his advantage the most that he can as we see these cars dive down into turn 3 and 4. Lap 2 under our belts. Great job by these drivers, having a great start to this race here. As we jump back up front, that 75 car of Chuck Sweeting with a good advantage in front of the field here. Jason Berg sitting in second there. Quite a few cars making contact with that wall coming into turn 2, coming out of turn 2, down that back stretch there. As these cars work themselves, many grooves here out in Auto Club, as you see side by side action, 3 wide, totally possible, totally expect to see that tonight as we jump back with the 12 of Steve Bocock, looking good out there today. Quite a few throwbacks out here, few custom paint schemes that are quite noticeable. Florida Gators out here on Dylan Passetti's car, that number 44. Awesome work. Somebody giving me permissions in the Discord to move people now. That yellow flag comes out. We're going to grab a driver and bring him up to the booth. See what he thinks so far. Green flag racing lap 4 here. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Super Ninja in here doing super ninja things, my man, as we still ride watching Dylan Passetti here, just outside of the top 10 in 12th, with Corey Stewart right there behind him in that Lightning McQueen 84 car, as they all fall in line trying to draft with each other. Quite a bit of draft in these Gen 4 cars out here. 2 mile track, one of the bigger tracks that we do have. So the draft is definitely playing a bigger role here tonight. You don't want to be out too far ahead. You don't want somebody right behind you that can just draft you all the time. But you don't want somebody in front of you giving you dirty air. not letting you turn, getting understeer. These walls out here at Auto Club, I know from experience, are not forgiving at all. That safer barrier will definitely protect you. You're going to be okay, but that car is going back to pit road, maybe the garage, with some work needing to be done. And let's pull up a race recap here. Race recap, 7 of 100 down. Chuck Sweeting still out front. Green flag so far, as you see on that bottom right little race tracker we got down there. Awesome way to know when those caution flags are. Hopefully we don't get too many here tonight. Let's jump back up front. 69, Richard Culbertson. Sitting here in a top 5 spot as they are absolutely battling for that 5th position. Nicholas Trudeau back here, giving it everything he's got versus that 54 John Spizak and the 12 of Steve Bocock. Is it 3 wide here? Just about. Look, there is plenty of lanes, plenty of action out here tonight at Auto Club at our season opener for Rogue Racing League. Again, thank you all of Fearless Broadcasting sponsors. Everything you guys do for us, Juicy Spider Studios. Thank you guys. Puffy Swag Shop, everything you guys do, we appreciate you. Goose's Rattle Can Shop, you guys are so much appreciated. Premier Racing Setups, we appreciate all of our partners here at Fearless Broadcasting. All of our leagues that work with us, thank you guys so much for trusting us with your league broadcast as we watch this 89 of Nicholas Trudeau take it 3 wide here. John Spizak and the 88 of Carter Jackson. 3 wide with Nicholas Trudeau as they work themselves back out single file here. Coming up the front stretch. What an exciting battle that looked to be there for a moment. Thank you, David. We appreciate you guys for having us here. The 48, oh no, sideways back there catching the car. Wesley Outman nearly losing it. Able to keep that car running straight. No yellow. Just a little scrape to the right rear on that outside wall coming out of turn 2. Great save, Wesley. Wow. As he is side by side with Austin Toller in the 46 below. Going to make a move on that low side coming into turn 1 here. With quite a bit of momentum. See if he can get back by him on the outside here. Wesley lets him get the spot. As these cars come thundering by us down this backstretch. Gotta love Auto Club. Some great racing here tonight with the Rogue Racing League. Once again, if you are here with us live, thank you for stopping by. 12 laps in the books here tonight. Let's jump back here with Peter Stewart sitting in the 16th position here, having himself a decent run. Quite a spread up here. Nicholas Trudeau in the middle of it, side by side with that 88. Carter Jackson still side by side action throughout 3 wide here. Zach DeMars, Steve Bocock not getting the good end of that stick. It looked like the 12. Oh, cars wrecking. The yellow flag fly. More than 2 cars here. Staying green. quite a few vehicles suffering a bit of damage there, looking like everybody's keeping it straight on the track. Unfortunate turn of events here. Lap 14 as the leaders cross the stripe. In the back, chaos little bit staying green, luckily. Leaders coming out of turn 2. Jason Berg sitting second currently. To Chuck Sweeten current. Caution flag. Caution flag is out. Let's take a look. I wanted to take a look back at that. The 48 currently slow on the racetrack. Let's take a look back at what brought out that caution here. And who may be, oh, the 48 and Austin Toller in the 46. 48 car just completely sending that 46 car around. I'm going to say that 48 Wesley Altman's going to be getting sent to the back, unfortunately. Let's jump back live. Wesley in that 48 with the throwback Jimmy Johnson Lowe's paint scheme on here tonight. Fortunately, gonna be sent to the back. It looks like bringing out that multi-car yellow flag. And we are gonna see who we can jump up here, quite possibly. Jason Berg sitting in second. Let's jump in and grab him. Nope. Let's go. Hey, and Jason Berg in that 21 car sitting in the second position. First caution flag is out. Sitting in second here. What's the plan to get up to that lead, buddy?
Well, I think I kind of just got it handed there. Leader went into pit road. It's kind of going to be a weird one because we've got only 2 sets of tires on the 100-lap race. We can go about 35 laps or so on fuel. So there's been a few of us talking here. We're going to have to stay out and just run these tires as long as we can in order to have tires at the end. So that's my plan, basically, is run these as long as I can.
Okay, playing it the long run. Awesome, man. Well, we appreciate you, Jason. Good luck in the remaining laps. Looking strong out there in second. Inheriting that lead now. Great job, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And with Jason Berg sitting there in second currently. Strong run for him tonight. Inheriting the lead after that yellow coming out. A few drivers electing to make pit stops. Tyler Daniels, John Spizak behind him. Top 3 currently. Let's go ahead and drop that telemetry. We are not up to speed here. Let's do a top 5 breakdown. Jason Berg is out there in the lead. Tyler Daniels sitting in second. John Spizak sitting up in third. Carter Jackson with a strong performance in fourth right now. And rounding out our top 5, Nicholas Trudeau in that 89 machine. The Fords are moving forward. 2 Fords up into the top 5. A Ford up in the front now with Jason Berg and John Spizak both rocking that Ford machine. As Chevy's making up most of the field tonight. Personally, I always drive a good old bow tie till I die. But much respect for the Ford and Chevy lovers. Gotta love the rivalry. Especially back in the Gen 4 days. As we get ready to go back. Green flag racing here. Exciting racing so far. Quite a large show out tonight. Much appreciated of the drivers showing out for Rogue Racing League. Putting on a good show tonight on Fearless Broadcasting. Here with Greg Thielsen. As so far, our biggest mover up 10 positions, Paul Watson. Looks like he has made his way up to that 5th position. Ahead of Nicholas Trudeau. So he might be 6th actually on the outside there in that 77, but making his way forward nonetheless, 10 positions as the pace car peels out, getting ready to go green flag here. Green is out. Lap 17, green back underway for the Rogue Racing League. Here, season 4, season opener, Auto Club Speedway. Jason Berg out to the early advantage, out ahead of Tyler Daniels, John Spizak and Carter Jackson, Nicholas Trudeau, all side by side here. Coming green flag racing, first time back down the backstretch at speed here at Auto Club. Appreciate everyone stopping in, tuning in to check out Rogue Racing League. Plenty of time, 11 more weeks in this season to get involved with the Rogue Racing League. It's going to be an 8-week regular season, 4-week chase championship. Excited for the chase. Looking forward to see who can make it and who can take home the Rogue Championship. Championship winner this season will be getting a nice trophy at the end of the year. Seen the 3 previous season trophies and they all look really, really cool. Make sure you get yourself into the Rogue Racing League and get a part of the action as we still ride with Jason Berg up front. Let's jump back and see some action here with the 56 Matt Novella, the 69 of Richard Culbertson, and that 11 of Lee Jones. 3 wide for a little bit there through 1 and 2. Most cars electing to stay in a single file line down these straightaways here today. But during these turns, you want as much clean air as you can get on that nose of this Gen 4 car. So you'll notice quite a few lines out here being used tonight. The high side, the middle, the bottom, everywhere on this racetrack is going to be seeing a little bit of action. As you can see, that 69 Richard Culbertson up into the wall, losing a little bit of speed, luckily on the outside line, able to hold the momentum and keep that position there. Thank you everyone live here with us, everybody checking us out on video here of the recording. Thank you for stopping by Fearless Broadcasting, home of some of the best sim racing on YouTube. If I do say so myself, great racing almost every single night, multiple times. Some days I've done 2 today. This is my double header tonight. Started off with some 410 sprint cars over at USA International Speedway. Jumped on a plane. Got over here to California, out in Fontana, for the Rogue Racing League Gen 4 cars. Some NASCAR out here on the pavement tonight. Little bit of everything here at Rogue Racing League season opener. Exciting racing. Quite a few cars electing that high side as we jump up with that 77. Paul Watson absolutely riding the ring on that outside. Looking like Kyle Larson out here, just riding the cushion of this racetrack. Quite a bit of speed, able to keep your momentum up on the high side out here. Quite a hard line to drive, but very rewarding when you get it right. as these cars come to lap 24 out of 100, almost a quarter of a way done tonight. Jason Berg still out ahead. Tyler Daniels making his run for the front. That gap significantly closing there as Tyler makes his way toward the front, with John Spizak still sitting in third position. Nicholas Trudeau back up into fourth. Carter Jackson rounding out our top 5 here tonight so far. Lap 25. I love the neon pink that Tyler's got on the back and on the front of this race car out here. That neon blue, pink, and black. I don't know. I did not think I was going to be a fan when I saw that car roll off of the hauler. But seeing that thing at, 100 and let's see, 170 miles an hour, it looks good. 190, I should say, about 200 out here today, out at Auto Club, 2 Mile Speedway, 200 plus mile an hour in these Gen 4 cars. Exciting racing out here tonight. Let's jump back. John Spizak, see what he's doing. Paul Watson letting Nicholas Trudeau by there, I saw in the back of our screen. Anybody here live be more than willing to say hi and what's up? Up in the booth, seeing everything you guys are saying. Appreciate all the love and support for the Rogue Racing League and from the Rogue Racing League. Hoping to draw some excitement up for them. Have you guys come check out this racing. Clean, fast, hard racing with the Rogue Racing League. Oh no! As the 15 and the 56 of Nathan Anderson and Matt Novella get together. Only Novella spinning out. I'm not sure if they will throw a caution for that one. A single car spin in this league, they do not throw cautions for. Think he's going to have to work that one back. Some bad luck for that 56 car of Matt Novella. Not the way he wanted his race to go. As we jump back up front, the lead is heating up. Jason Berg here in this 21 car, this Ford Taurus, out ahead of the Chevrolet of Tyler Daniels in the 45. Thank you to all of our sponsors once again: Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Premier Racing Setups. Make sure to go and check all of our partners out. We appreciate everything that they do for us. So make sure and go support them so we can keep bringing this awesome race coverage to you folks. Tyler Daniels still sitting in second here. So we're watching this battle of the 21 of Jason Berg and that 45 of Tyler Daniels. Heating up for the lead. Tyler able to close in that gap. Definitely on the back door of Jason Berg, letting him know he's still there. Jason telling us he's looking to run this fuel run out. Looking to play the long run. Try to see if he can keep it long and green. As we reach lap 30 of 100 here. Jump back. Dylan Passetti in the 44. That Florida Gators car. Looking sharp out here tonight. Strong run. Working his way up to a top 5 spot, up 7 positions to the 7th position. Dylan Passetti, I know we got some fans in the house for Dylan earlier. Go number 44, Dylan Passetti, up 7 positions currently. Almost our biggest mover. Zach DeMars back in 12th, up 11 in the 35 car. our biggest mover currently, Zach. Oh man, I had to say something. Dylan in the wall. That commentator curse. I'm just gonna carry on here. Carry on. 89 of Nicholas Trudeau up here in the top 5, sitting in that 5th position. That Canes car looking absolutely awesome out here tonight. Quite a bit of gap forming between our cars. Jump to our closest battle here, Devin Clark with Zach DeMars in that 35, not far behind. Gary Rose behind him in the 13th position in the 34 car. Looking like this is our tightest battle on track right now. Fearless Broadcasting, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Want to say thank you, everybody checking us out live, watching this video over. I know I said it 100 times. I'm going to say it 100 more. We appreciate every one of you stopping by and checking us out, leaving chat messages in chat. I know the drivers cannot do that, but watching back the videos, leaving comments, liking and subscribing the page. We thank you so much. Oh my gosh, was that the 77 of Paul Watson up in the wall there on the high side? Fortunately, losing a little bit of grip. That right side not looking too bad from up here. Oh, again in the wall, just getting left no space by that 84 Corey Stewart. No space to be had. Put him in the wall there. Didn't really have much place to go. Had to use those brakes just a little bit, Paul. Keep her off the wall. Unfortunately, little scuff on that right side. As Peter Stewart in that 91 working his way up into a better spot in the top 10, up to 9th, past Paul Watson. As I looked away, I think something just happening to Paul Watson there as he comes down to pit road. Okay, saw his name just drop down the leaderboard. Got a little nervous. Still green flag, 35 out of 100 here. Great job by these drivers, all keeping it straight out here. Quite a few cars going a lap down, as you can see. That 19th place of Nathan Anderson already going 2 laps down. And Stephen Neal going quite a few more. Unfortunately, looking like Austin Toller in the 46 out for the night. The 12 of Steve Bocock also unfortunately packed it up in the hauler. No longer scored out on the racetrack. Camden Gilliland also scored in the 23rd position. No longer out on the racetrack tonight. As we jump back, Gary Rose in the 34 car. And Zach DeMars in that 35, having a great battle here. As we close closer into halfway, lap 37. As we cross the stripe again one more time here at Auto Club Speedway with Fearless Broadcasting and Greg Thielsen up in the booth bringing you the action live. Hope you guys are all having a great Sunday night. Hope your driver has so far had good luck here today. Unfortunately, a few drivers not in that boat of good luck so far tonight. A few drivers retiring already. A good showing, a good field out here today. Let's jump back up. Nicholas Trudeau in the 89, up in 12th currently. Nick unfortunately dropping back a few positions. We seen him up quite a few positions earlier, up second place right now, shaking up as it looks like pit stops underway as the leaders dive down pit lane. Chuck Sweeting out front currently in that 75, taking back the lead. Let's see if we can see. Currently led 18 of the 39 laps. Chuck Sweeting back out in the lead with Peter Stewart currently sitting in second. And definitely on a good run. Our biggest mover right now, Gary Rose, up 18 positions to that second spot in that Camel. Number 34 Ford, Gary Rose, up quite a bit as we see these cars here at Auto Club, the 2 mile racetrack, constantly on the gas. They might be lifting ever so slightly as they enter the corner, trying to help that car to turn. But you best believe most of this racetrack, these cars are foot to the floor, letting all of those 900 horsepower push them around this racetrack here. Very exciting racing. Jumping back out with our leader, Peter Stewart. Dylan Passetti looking to go side by side here. No, that is not. That's Devin Clark looking to go side by side with that 84 Corey Stewart. As two sharp looking vehicles out here at Auto Club for the Rogue Racing League. Season 4, season opener at Auto Club Speedway. Here with Fearless Broadcasting, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Glad to have you guys along for the ride here. Glad to be up in the booth, bringing you the Rogue Racing League. What a group of racers here tonight. Each and every one of these drivers putting on an absolute show for us tonight as we close into halfway, lap 42 of the scheduled 100 laps here tonight. Very exciting race as side-by-side racing just about everywhere as we see the 69 and 84 of Richard Culbertson in the 69 and Corey Stewart in that 84 side by side there. I thought a caution was about to pop up. Thought I saw the flag, but no. Alas, my eyes deceived me. Still green flag. Green flag. Laps keep rolling here at Auto Club as we watch this 69 car coming out of turn 4 up the front straightaway just behind that 8 of Devin Clark in the 8 car, looking to make some headway back in the top 10. That 8 car in 11th, trying to get to that 10th position up ahead. First race of the season, making the points count. Every position mattering. With this long green flag run, tires becoming very, very important here. Not wanting to overuse that tire, overwork those front rights or overwork those right rears. Making sure not to spin the tires or understeer and, drag the tire, that right front. Making sure you're using every bit of grip out here today. Just absolutely exciting racing out here. That 56 car, throwback to the Terry Labonte days. That 5 Terry Labonte Hendrick Motorsports car of the days past. A lot of good memories with that Tony the Tiger number 5 car driven by Terry Labonte. Gosh, just the memories flowing back of that black 3 car, just giving him a bump there in Bristol. If you don't remember that race, you might be showing my age here, but it's okay. That's one great moment. NASCAR classics. If you look up the Dale Earnhardt, Terry Labonte Bristol, just type that into Google somewhere. Guarantee you that is a just meant to rattle his cage. You know what I'm saying? What a awesome moment in NASCAR history, as we are here with the NASCAR Gen 4 cars at Auto Club Speedway with the Rogue Racing League here. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. So glad this race is going phenomenally so far. Green flag racing all the way up, almost halfway, lap 47 here. Exciting event here tonight for our season opener of season 4. As we see John Spizak working by some lap traffic there. Tyler Daniels just behind him in that 4th position. John Spizak up in 3rd. Gary Rose still out ahead, up in the lead, up 19 positions. Currently our biggest mover. I don't believe Gary has pitted yet, and if he has, he definitely took a different strategy than everyone else, 'cause I have not seen him on pit road from what I can see, but I could be wrong. Very well could be wrong. Let's jump up front with him a little bit as we're on board watching that 5th place. Jerry Rose currently up front, quite a bit of the field a lap down now. Everyone outside of the top 10 a lap down. Quite a change of things here as we come closer and closer to halfway. Things are changing, storylines are moving. See what will happen. I heard from a few drivers looking like 35 laps to be a pit cycle. I don't know. I don't think our fuel gauge in the telemetry app is quite calibrated correctly. I'm going to say it wasn't because I know it's not. I guessed the wrong number on that one for sure today. Swing and a miss, but that's okay. Got next week to make that one better. Hopefully you guys are having a great time out here with us today. The Rogue Racing League out here at Auto Club for our season opener of season 4. Fearless Broadcasting bringing it to you. Hope you're having fun, having a good time. Still out front, Gary Rose in the 34 car as we cross that halfway threshold. Lap 51 as we cross that start-finish line, this time by. Great battles all over the racetrack, out front, side by side. The 34 car wanting to see that, as quite a few cars being put laps down here. We look at the 69 car of Richard Culbertson, the 10th position, almost going a lap down. The 34 Gary Rose taking that car down to pit lane. Looks like we jump back to the second. Jason Berg coming out of 4 here, looking to regain that lead back. Jason Berg in the 21. Fortunately, I know before we went live, we unfortunately messed up. We put the rookies and champions into the league names in iRacing, and somehow As you see, Jason Berg, last season, season 3 champion, with the C in quotations, or in the brackets. No, they're not brackets. Whatever those are, the little circly things. Whatever that is, I don't even know. In the middle there, that little C is his name on the tower now, unfortunately. That'll be fixed next week for sure. Fortunately, with the driver details on the bottom, able to see that is the 21 car, defending champion Jason Berg up front in the 21, building quite a substantial lead, as you see, behind quite a gap, about 4-second gap to second place of Chuck Sweeting in the 75, with another 5-second gap back to John Spizak in third in the 54 car. As we jump up to the blimp, let's run through the field a little bit. Let it jump around. Tyler Daniels in fourth, just outside of that podium position tonight. I know he wants to stand up in the booth up here with us, pushing for that podium third spot here. From John Spizak in the 54, Tyler Daniels the 45, looking for a crossover coming down the back there as we change over to the 91. Peter Stewart looking to see if he can make a run on this 89 of Nicholas Trudeau to the bottom. No, that is the 44 Dylan Passetti. Fortunately, not for a spot. Dylan a few laps down, it looks like. Out here, keep on trucking, trying to finish the race here. Season 4, round 1 at Auto Club Speedway. Trying to make the best of the race, get as much points as you can get out here. So as we close into about lap 60, looking like we may be looking at a second set of green flag pit stops. The drivers doing a great job keeping it off of one another, keeping it green flag racing. Looks like not too many cars involved in one big one. Quite a few of the vehicles still out on track. Not many cars out yet. 19 cars, it looks like, out still on track running right now. Unfortunately, looking like 4 vehicles have parked it for the night. The 20th place, 15th car of Nathan Anderson, looking like he may have parked it. Austin Toller in the 46. Steve Bocock in the 12. And Camden Gilliland in the 7. Thank you, drivers, all for coming out tonight, driving with us in the Rogue Racing League. Unfortunately, not the night you were looking for. Plenty more chances to make it happen here at the Rogue Racing League 12-week championship. Got 8 weeks of a regular season. The next 8 weeks straight, you can catch us right here live on Fearless Broadcasting, and live here with Greg Thielsen up in the booth, hopefully, possibly, with some guest commentators along the way. See what we can do as the season progresses. But I am happy to bring you all the action out here with the Rogue Racing League. Able to bring a few attention grabbing posters and things before the race this week. Really excited about these Gen 4s here at Auto Club. I just know it's a great combination, car and track. I love the Gen 4 cars, period, at anywhere, but gosh, this combination right here really separates the men from the boys, the drivers from the squirrels. Gotta stay up on your toes here at Auto Club. So many lanes you can drive. A lot of understeer if you overdrive the car in these Gen 4 cars. Had a few seasons to work through these Gen 4 cars with a few other leagues. got to experience what these cars' tendencies are. Luckily, with the recent update, quite a big aero change and quite a bit of changes to this car. I think mostly all for the better. iRacing doing an absolutely bang up job with these Gen 4 NASCAR cars. As you see these cars just looping the track. Lap 60 clicking underway here. Fearless Broadcasting Rogue Racing League season opener of season 4. Excited to have you here along with us. Unfortunately, Nathan saying he was having a great race and just lost it in that 15 Ford Nathan Anderson. Unfortunate luck for Nathan tonight. Thank you, Nathan, for showing up tonight. We appreciate having you here. Gave it everything you could, and that's all that we ask. Kept it clean. We are still green. Hopefully you can have some better luck. That's all it really is luck. Racing is just a lot of luck. A little bit of skill mixed in. We all can drive these race cars pretty quick. A lot of it is just luck and attrition, making it through the wrecks, making it through the yellows. Today looking like, as we bring up our race recap, all green flag racing. I think we did have one caution. One caution so far, not bad for 3 laps. 5 lead changes out here today. So far, lap 62 here after we cross the stripe there. Jason Berg still leading us out front. Exciting racing here with the Rogue Racing League. Hope you guys are having a good night. Exciting. Hope you are enjoying the racing. Let's bring our telemetry back up. Nicholas Trudeau sitting in that 7th position, starting in the top 5 and 5th, down a couple of spots. Looking like currently our biggest mover moves to the 35 car of Zach DeMars, up 13 positions to the 10th position. Zach DeMars, our current biggest mover here today. Great job by Zach. Little bit of attrition. Whole lot of putting the pedal to the metal. You know what I'm saying. All these drivers out here doing a great job of that. As we see that mile per hour click just over and at 200 miles an hour in Gen 4 cars around here. Auto Club Speedway with the Rogue Racing League. Can it get much better than that today? Not for me. Glad I can end this doubleheader with Rogue here tonight. Got to have a bit of technical difficulties earlier today with the Bad Batch Sim Racers taking their 410 sprint cars out to USA International. Had to catch me a flight today to make it over here. Fontana, California. Be here for the Rogue Racing League, but what a day. Great racing from dirt to asphalt. Fearless Broadcasting, bringing you everything in between. Road racing, dirt off-road. I did Grit and Glory Pro 4 off-road trucks. They will be coming back here shortly to start their next season. Got word from them. Excited for that one. I do believe we have Valued Alliance Racers. Valued VAR. I do believe Valued Alliance Racers. On the 14th, so on Tuesday. Looking forward to having them on Tuesday. Fearless Broadcasting. Make sure you check that race out. Do believe we are running ARCA cars. I think we will be beginning that season on Tuesday as well, out at Daytona with the Daytona season opener. quite a few season openers this week. Rogue Racing opening this week. Bad Batch Sim Racers opening up this week, and Valued Alliance Racing opening up this week. Bunch of great racing the coming up weeks, 12 weeks, both for Bad Batch Sim Racers and Rogue. Catch us here for the next 12 weeks on Sundays, double headers. Excited for that, as it looks like our drivers are getting quite a bit spread out. Not a lot of close battles on track here right now. Long green flag run drivers getting quite a bit spread out. Looks like quite a few drivers also getting back on the lead lap. Looks like I have 12 drivers scored on the lead lap now. Interesting to see Jason Berg drop to that 12th position. Looks like those green flag pit stops that I was talking about just a few laps ago are beginning, if I do say so, with 14 cars back on the lead lap. John Spizak and Dylan Passetti grabbing their laps back, as it looks like on my screen. Not sure, Tower is not really reflecting the same information, but that is okay. Awesome job by these Rogue Racing League drivers out here today, as we see a car down on the apron looking like he had a lot of damage there. Fortunately able to stay out of the fast driver's way. So we watch Corey Stewart in the 84 currently up to 5th, starting in that 12th position, up quite a few spots. Zach DeMars still our biggest mover in that 35, up 18 spots. What a run for Zach today. Hope you guys are having a great time. This racing all over the track, every position changing constantly. Can't ask for any better racing from the boys out at Rogue Racing League today. Tyler Daniels out ahead. Was that an accident? Somebody spinning? A little bit of fog or something, I don't even know, as Tyler just came blasting through our screen there, looking super cool. Lee Jones in the 11 here, currently up to 6, starting in the 10th spot. Caution flag flying, with the 77 car slow on the racetrack. Let's take a look back, see what happened here. Not ideal. Another caution, our second caution today. Drivers doing a great job keeping it green so far. That must have been that smoke I saw. I wonder if he killed the engine. It not showing me any results at all. And then the smoke pouring out. Officials making sure we don't get any oil on the racetrack. Making sure we don't get... Might have ran out of gas. I'm not sure. Wasn't aware he needed to get some fuel, or he blew it up. That's what I saw for sure, was that. With that smoke, I'm going to say Paul Watson, the 77 car, done for the day, blown up. If I had to say myself, not sure. But if I had to make an educated guess, and from here, I'm not quite sure anybody's going to need to pit again. Quite a few cars from the first position. Peter Stewart in the 91 electing to come down pit road. Jerry Ross, Zach DeMars, Devin Clark, Lee Jones, Jason Berg, and John Spizak all following him down pit lane, as Tyler Daniels now inherits the race lead. Give you a little bit of action here. All right, let's see if we can go bug Tyler now. Oh. Nope, it didn't move him. Where is he? All right, and we are joined with Tyler Daniels, inheriting the lead after the leaders electing to take pit stops at 45 car. Tyler, how are you doing, buddy?
All right now. I was kind of concerned there for a minute. I know it's going to work out with track position, but I was definitely going to only have one more stop right when the caution came out. So not sure if that's the best thing, but we're going to roll with what we got and see if we can make some of it here at the end.
Playing a little bit of strategy, rolling the dice. I like to see it. Tyler Daniels in the 45. Good luck in the rest of the race, buddy. Good to see you up front there. See what you can get done tonight. Good luck, pal.
Yeah, guys, appreciate it.
And Tyler Daniels in the 45 car, assuming the lead out front here, electing not to make the pit stop. Other drivers seeming to see what he can do tonight. 2 cautions. Let's do a race recap here. Drop our telemetry, bring up that race recap. 73 laps completed here today of the 100. Tyler Daniels out in front, as we just heard from him, trying to play some strategy, knowing he's got to make one more stop. See if or what happens here tonight. 2 cautions, 6 laps. What a great race these drivers are putting on for us today in the Rogue Racing League. 7 lead changes. Quite a few drivers finding themselves up front and up ahead, leading the race. As we see the pace lights out on the pace car, ready to go back racing here with the Rogue Racing League. Excited to see the ending last few laps here as we close it out at Auto Club here with Fearless Broadcasting. Want to give our sponsors, Premier Racing Setups, a shout out. Thank you, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, and Juicy Spider Studios, as the green flag about to come out now. Green flag ready to get racing here. 27 laps to go. Tyler Daniels out ahead of Chuck Sweeting, Peter Stewart, Zach DeMars, and Lee Jones, rounding out our top 5 currently here with the Rogue Racing League. As we come out of turn 2 here, a front view drivers electing to get themselves single filed back out. Quite a few single filed in the front, side by side, as the pack comes by. Back in the pack, fighting for position, almost 3 wide at a few spots. Great racing here tonight, Rogue Racing League. Ecstatic to have you here with us. Greg Tilson up in the booth, having a great race, having an awesome season opener. Season 4 here, Rogue Racing League. Gen 4 cars at Auto Club Speedway, as these Gen 4 cars fan out 3 wide down the backstretch. Everyone looking for that last little piece of space on the racetrack, trying to get that clean air on the nose of these race cars. Excuse me. Where did my drink go? Because I am very thirsty. That's okay. I've been talking this whole time as we watch this side-by-side battle. These lanes, top lane, bottom lane, both trying to see what they can make happen. The top side, sideways, caution coming out. Zach DeMars. Oh no, the big one, quite a few cars. The 11, the 8 of Devin, Nicholas Trudeau, and the 89, all getting collected in that mess. Cautions breeding. Cautions, unfortunately, it looks like just packed the field back up there after the last caution. And that's what you get. Cautions breeding cautions. That is NASCAR. Let's jump back up ahead here. Let's back it up. This starting quite a bit back here. Jump on board with that 11 car. I don't even think he's the 11 on screen. Where's Spizak? Spizak is that 54 car right here. And let's hit play. The 11 up in the wall. Hold on. Slow it down here. The 11 already up in the wall, sideways, in front of the 54. Spizak. Spizak really nowhere to go. The 11 in the 54 just along for the ride at that point. Few of these drivers trying to just stay out of the way. And unfortunately, oh no, the 48. Wow, that 48 car getting so lucky there. Wesley Ottman, rewind that. Oh my gosh, I want to see that again. Let's stop that. I want to see that from his onboard, guys. Let's jump onto cockpit with him. Hit the play button. Oh my gosh, imminent danger. What a way, making it out. Wesley Ottman in that 48. Jump back outside. And back live here. Thank you for stopping by. Third caution here at Rogue Racing League. Season opener, round 1 of season 4 at Auto Club Speedway. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. If you are stopping by live here with us, glad to have you with us. If you are checking us out on the video on demand VOD, we appreciate it. Thank you to all the leagues that let us broadcast all this exciting racing on iRacing. Another caution. Tyler still up ahead. Is he going to take a pit stop? Let's jump and grab. Who we going to grab? I was going to grab Dylan earlier and couldn't. So let's see if we can grab Dylan now. See if we can do that. And hey, Dylan Passetti in that 44 car. Greg Tilson up in the booth. Do you copy?
Yeah, I got you, Greg.
Third caution out here tonight. Fortunately, quite a long green flag run. Few cars electing to take some pit stops, play some strategy. How is it playing for you tonight?
Man, it was playing good for me. I was running 7th there on the lead lap, and then yeah, I just ended up speeding on pit road on that first pit stop, and I ended up going up a lap down. And then I tried playing the long game on fuel to try to get back on the lead lap, and then that caution came out, which saved me, but my fuel didn't, and I ran out of fuel there and had to tow, and now I'm 3 laps down. So I'm just trying to hang on, keep it clean. I mean, I might be 3 laps down, but I have 0 incidents. So just trying to get some time behind the wheel in this new car and learn as much as I can and keep it between the barriers.
Awesome job out there tonight. Unfortunate luck, but fortunately out there trying to turn that luck around. Good job. Good luck for the rest of the race there, boss. Have a good one, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Never know what can happen.
You do never know what can happen. As we pace light are back out, going back racing here. Ready to go green flag. Tyler Daniels still out ahead in that first position, starting off 4th. Looking strong here. Third caution. Bring up our race recap. 3 cautions for 9 laps. 7 lead changes. Tyler Daniels, as I said, out front. Coming to lap 80. Going green flag racing here. And green flag is out here at the Rogue Racing League. 21 laps to go. Gen 4 cars, Auto Club Speedway here on Fearless Broadcasting, brought to you by Greg Tilson up in the booth, producing and commentating for you folks tonight. having a great time here with this Rogue Racing League. All these drivers doing a fantastic job. Little bit of nostalgia with these Gen 4 cars. We got a few throwbacks, that look absolutely awesome. Some of these custom paint schemes, I just can't get enough. Great job out here today, drivers. We can drop that and drop my name. Coming. 2:20 to go, Tyler Daniels still out ahead. Chuck Sweeting sitting in second. Jason Berg sitting back in third on the prowl. Carter Jackson in fourth. And Peter Stewart up in that fifth position, rounding out our top five. And he is up 12 spots tonight. Peter looking absolutely good. Peter Stewart in that 91 car, having a great run here tonight with the Rogue Racing League. Showing a little bit of his prowess here in the Gen 4 cars. Once again, unfortunately, that gas tank just quite not right. So I am not entirely sure about these pit scenarios. But with this last caution, I do believe everybody is caught back up from what I can see, and everyone should be good to the finish here. I'm not 100% sure, but from the data that I can see, that's what it's telling me. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Pretty confident in that one. I might be wrong though, because you know iRacing data just isn't always the greatest. That's okay. Working with what we have here today. Peter Stewart sitting in fifth spot. Great job by these drivers here today. Nicholas Trudeau in that 89. As the 11 of Lee Jones side by side with the 29 of Jason Johnson back there. The 11 and the 84 of Lee Jones and Corey Stewart, respectively, side by side there momentarily as we get three wide down the backstretch, looking like Devin Clark, Dylan Passetti, as they work it back out. The 77 up in the wall. Paul Watson in that 77, fortunately scraping that right side paint off of that 77 car. That did not look good for Paul. Hopefully not causing too much structural damage as we watch in the top 10, ninth position, the 84 Corey Stewart, looking like Lightning McQueen out there. Great run today with a good top 10 run currently as the laps take away. 16 to go here, Rogue Racing League. So stoked to have you all along with us here at Fearless Broadcasting. The racing is electric. The vibes are good. We just relaxing and watching some great racing here. As it looked like they were about to go three wide, the 84 and the 48, 77. Fortunately, it looked like the 48 of Wesley Altman had a little bit of trouble or something. Kinda changed it up, changed his line. The 77 was not ready, making a little bit of contact out there. Jumping back out front with our leader Tyler Daniels. Still out front, 14 laps to go. Laps clicking away here. Chuck Sweeting closing that gap behind Tyler Daniels there in that 75. Seeing him creeping behind that 45 car, getting closer to Tyler. Jason Berg, also the 21, creeping up in the back of our screen now. That first Ford of the night, the second Ford sitting in 8th, Devin Clark. All Chevrolets other than the third position, Jason Berg and Devin Clark in 8th. Next Ford isn't back till 16th. A whole lot of Chevys out here tonight. As we close into almost 10 laps to go, Tyler Daniels, the battle for the lead heating up. Chuck Sweeting not letting Tyler go anywhere. He's right there, tried to fake him to the bottom there. See if he can make Tyler make a mistake to the top. Chuck, no, fakes it. Thinks about it. Trying to play games in Tyler's head now as he drops to the bottom, trying to see if he can get some fresh air on that 75 car. Chuck Sweeting. Great battle up ahead here. As we join the leader, almost 10 to go. Sorry, folks. Give you a top 10 rundown here. Tyler Daniels up ahead as we see Chuck Sweeting, Jason Berg, Carter Jackson, Peter Stewart, Zach DeMars, Richard Culbertson, Devin Clark, Corey Stewart, Nicholas Trudeau rounding out our top 10 here. Thank you, Jason Johnson showing up in 11th, Lee Jones, Wesley Ottman, Dylan Passetti, Paul Watson, Stephen Neal, Gary Rose, John Spizak, Matt Novella, Nathan Anderson, Austin Toller, Steve Bocock, and Camden Gilliland all making an appearance here today. All appreciated for coming out and being drivers here at the Rogue Racing League as we still are green here. 11 to go, 10 to go as we come to the line. Let's hear some noise. 10 laps to go. Folks, are you feeling it? The pressure heating up. Tyler Daniels, Chuck Sweeting for the lead. Who's going to win it? Side by side as we enter turn 1. Chuck Sweeting trying to make that bottom line stick. Tyler Daniels not letting him any room here on the top with the momentum, holding that top spot. Number 145 car, Tyler Daniels. What a great race brewing as the race comes to a close. Race for the top spot heating up. See if there's any other battles here. Peter Stewart, Carter Jackson back in 4th and 5th, also battling a little bit more space here. Jump back out front. That is our battle for the lead. Jason Berg also getting in the mix in that 21 car. 45 and 75 battling Chuck and Tyler ahead, giving Jason Berg in the 21 a chance to catch up here. Coming with 9 to go, single digits. I'm telling you, the racing's heating up. Not many laps left. Patience wearing thin. Everyone wanted to see that checkered flag come home with them. What is gonna happen? Racing heating up. The battle for the lead. Chuck Sweeting dropping it to the bottom. Still can't make that bottom line work. Coming out of 2 here. Jason Berg. These two drivers up in the lead. Tyler Daniels, Chuck Sweeting. If something happens, Jason Berg is right there to capitalize on the situation. Not letting these leaders get too far ahead. It is getting spicy, folks. Peter Stewart back in 4th. Carter Jackson in 5th. Also not out of the question there. As we see the top 5 all can be thrown under a blanket. 7 to go. Oh my gosh, it is heating up. The top 5 all with a shot to win it here. It looks like what a great race here tonight. Season opener. Season 4 Rogue Racing League Auto Club Speedway. Want to give a big thank you to Fearless Broadcasting having me up in the booth here. Greg Thielsen. What a wonderful race we have had here today. Juicy Spider Studios. Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Premier Racing Setups. Thank you all our partners here at Fearless. Just an absolute race getting fired up for these last few laps here. Tyler Daniels still out ahead. Chuck Sweeting, Jason Berg, Peter Stewart, and Carter Jackson all not too spread out here for the lead. 5 laps remain. Wow, guys. What a great race here as the laps wind down. I don't know what's going to happen. That top side, Daniels absolutely just making that momentum work for him. Nowhere to go. Chuck Sweeting just nowhere to go. In that 75, sitting in second, trying to make a move. Tyler Daniels up front. Tyler Daniels, I believe, a multi-time winner here with Rogue Racing League. I do believe, I may stand corrected, but having a great run, 204 miles an hour up ahead, leading us. 4 to go. 4 to go as we cross the line this time. Let me hear you guys make some noise out in the chat. Great racing. All top 5 drivers right here bunched up coming to the end. Can you ask for much more? Up top, down low. All of the lanes getting used here at Auto Club Speedway tonight. As the sun is setting, the laps winding down. 3 laps to go. Tyler Daniels looking to capitalize on this track position out ahead. Can he do it? That 45 car, Tyler Daniels had him up in the booth here. Just not making any mistakes. That's what it's going to take here. Just can't mess up. Chuck Sweeting in the 75 right on his back door. Jason Berg in the 21, not too far behind. It looks like Peter Stewart, the 91, and the 88, Carter Jackson, starting to fall off. 2 laps to go as we cross the stripe this time. Level of intensity ramping up. Chuck Sweeting, what can you do? Gotta get the win here in the 75, throwing it to the bottom. What a race, coming 1 to go when we hit the stripe. Let me hear you guys. Rogue Racing League, Sunday nights, Gen 4, Season 4. Let's hear you. Round 1, Auto Club Speedway. Coming to white, 1 to go. White flag is in the air. Tyler Daniels out ahead of Chuck Sweeting. Can he close the deal here tonight, folks? Chuck throwing it down on the bottom one last time. Just not enough. Tucking behind Tyler here down the backstretch. The top 3 all still in it. Jason Berg back there in the 21, still not out of it. The 75, Chuck Sweeting sitting there in second. Tyler Daniels on the screen, up ahead, coming to the start finish. Checkered flag will be out. Tyler Daniels will be victorious here at Auto Club. Wow, guys, what an exciting race here with Rogue Racing League, the 45. Tyler Daniels coming home with the win. The 75, Chuck Sweeting, Jason Berg coming home third. What a race. Oh my God. Wow. All right. Let me hide that. Let me bring up these race results here. Make sure I got race. Tyler Daniels coming home with the lead, 31 laps led out here tonight. Chuck Sweeting sitting in second, coming home in that second position. Jason Berg Rounding out our top 3 in the 3rd spot, Auto Club Speedway, 100 laps here today, 200 miles. These drivers conquering Auto Club, 7 different leaders, 3 cautions for 9 laps. Looks like our hardest charger at the end of the race here. Zach DeMars up 17 spots, finishing in that 6th position. Great job by Zach, moving up through the field tonight. Chuck Sweeting in that 75 car, putting in tonight's fastest lap in that Mystery Motorsports 75 with a 39.871. Great job by Chuck, as he as well did start off on the pole, getting ready to pull in some drivers for our post-race interviews. I'm gonna move over to some commercials real quick. Let me drop this display. Not that. We want to hide that. I do want to show a little bit of that. Our podium finishers. We are going to drop our tower down here, and we will be right back.
Real quick, you both stop real quick, double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Calm out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
All right, we are back up in the booth. We wrangled Jason Berg, our P3 finisher tonight. Jason, long race here out at Auto Club, 100 laps tonight. How was the race for you, pal?
It was good. It was different. It was a little frustrating at times. Like I mentioned earlier, we had the kind of weird tire allocation. So we had 2 sets, but we could only go about 30 to 35 laps on fuel. So that wasn't quite adding up there. And so we had to do one pit stop anyways, where you just took gas only and stretched a few more laps before you could actually take tires. And so that made it weird at the end. And I drove it for all it had at the end there, just didn't quite have enough grip. It was definitely challenging because these cars are so realistic nowadays that it's a challenge, and I don't have much experience with these cars. So It was fun though. Congrats to Tyler.
It is definitely a challenge. 900 horsepower Gen 4 NASCARs, big heavy NASCARs. You know, we're in the next gen era where we're back to that a lot now. But these cars so nimble and able to turn. A little bit of letting off the throttle here. Not much brakes out here tonight, huh?
You're using a fair amount of brake. I would say probably, at least for me, probably, I don't know, a 4 or 5 out of 10 brake pressure into the corners. But the older the tires get, the less you use. You know, you're just letting off and coasting as much as possible. But yeah, these cars they're fun. They're different. Like I said, they're one I'm certainly not used to, and they've got a very particular way that they like to drive. And I was just telling my buddy Jason Johnson at Speedway that this car kind of puts an exclamation point on every little thing that you do wrong. It makes it speaks louder, right? When you make a mistake, the car lets you know in a big way. So it was fun. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. It's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, these Gen 4 cars definitely have quite a bit of personality. Hey, Jason, thank you for being up here in the booth with us. You got anybody here you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, no real sponsors per se, but Torque Lift International is where I've worked for the last 10 years. They're a great place to work. And if you ever need anything in the RV industry, steps or towing related, check them out. Spizak, my good buddy, known him for a long time. He's starting a mobile RV repair and service company. So Spizak's RV, check him out. And that's really it. Yeah. And Rogue Racing League, it's been a fun league to be a part of.
Awesome. Jason Berg finishing on the podium. P3, thank you for being with us today, buddy. Hope to talk to you again this season. Congratulations, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's see if we can grab Chuck Sweeting. Where is Chuck here? Here's Chuck. All right, we have wrangled Chuck Sweeting in that 75 car, bringing the car home. P2 second position. Chuck, do you got me?
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Going so good. What exciting racing here today. Auto Club Speedway Rogue Racing League. How did your race go there, pal?
It went almost as well as I hoped. Just not quite. One position short, but congrats to Tyler. I did everything I could there at the end to get by him, but it's hard to pass on the inside of somebody, especially if they're, equal speed to you. So, but it was fun. Strategy was a little bit different. I pitted for fuel early, and everybody else stayed out, and I probably could have stayed out too. I just wasn't sure where the cautions were going to fall, and that put me behind a little bit. But otherwise, it was a good, clean race, and really liked the league. So it was my first race with them, so I appreciate them having me, and look forward to racing some more with them.
Yeah, Chuck, what an awesome drive tonight. And if I do say so myself, you got the pole tonight, so started it off good, just dropping one position down to second. That must be pretty nice. How'd that pole feel for you?
That felt awesome. I don't get very many of those. I can hit a hot lap pretty good in practice usually, but when the money's on the line for qualifying, I usually flub it up somehow and end up a little bit further back. But yeah, it felt good. It kind of surprised me a little bit because those other guys were Tyler, Jason, they're so fast. So, but yeah, I'll take it. Finished qualified first, finished second. It was a pretty good night.
Really, really good points night for Chuck Sweeting in the second position. I appreciate you stopping by with us here tonight. Congratulations on that second. You got anybody you would like to thank up here, Chuck?
Just thanks to the league, the admins for the work they do, and for welcoming me in, and appreciate your help with the recruitment and the broadcast and all that. And looking forward to the next one. We'll see you guys at the next track, wherever that is. I don't even know where it is.
I do believe we are heading back to Daytona. They don't do Daytona as the opener here, just to kind of make sure everybody can drive on a little more technical track. But yeah, it looks like I think we're going plate racing Daytona next week. How does that feel?
Not my favorite thing, but it's not bad. But I'll be there. I'll be there and do my best.
Awesome, Chuck Sweeting. Anyone you got to thank for having you out here tonight?
No, that's it. Just the league and all the work they do. And look forward to watching your broadcast back, Greg.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you for being up here tonight. Gonna jump and catch up with our leader. Thank you, sir.
All right. Have a good one.
Take care. Have a good one. All right. The man of the night, the number 45, Tyler Daniels, coming home with the P1 victory here at Auto Club. Tyler, you got me.
Yeah, man, I got you. What's going on?
Checked in with you in on caution. You said playing the long run. You think you got this. You can make it to the end. One more stop. You made it happen, buddy. How's it feel?
It feels good to get the win early in the season. Last season, I guess it was tough to finally get one in, and obviously came up short in points for the second year in a row. But I'm gonna do enough testing hopefully this year to try and make it a different story come into the season.
Showing the dedication, putting in the work, practicing, showing the execution, coming home first tonight. What changed? Tonight over the run, I see the high side was working really well. Were you worried that low side of Chuck Sweeting kept throwing that down low? Think that was going to work one time really good, or?
I was watching him in my mirror for sure. He could roll the center super good down there on the bottom. When it comes to these big tracks, I'm a big topside guy. I love rolling the top. It most places it helps kind of save the tire too, and you can keep something on the end if you need it. But once he tried his shot a couple times down there on the bottom, once he got close to me, and I knew he wasn't going to be able to pass me unless somehow he managed to take the air off my left rear and get me loose. But that was the main objective: is keep the car pointed straight, keep the rears from sliding, and keeping P1, and it worked out in the long run.
Awesome job, Tyler. Tyler Daniels, that 45 car, bringing it home. P1 tonight. Tyler, who you got to thank to get you here tonight?
Hell, Greg, I got to thank you, man. You got the broadcast going for us. So stepping down from race control and moving up to broadcast, really appreciate that. Finding us a new race control. As far as I know, that went well tonight. So big thanks to you. Big thanks to race control. Main sponsor on the car, Bright Flame Counseling. Got to thank them. I think that's about. I'll thank Trudeau, our friendly competitor Trudeau. He built the paint for us, so he got the hot rod looking sweet. So other than that, I think that's about it.
Awesome job, Tyler Daniels. Rogue Racing League season opener, Auto Club winner. Put it in the books. Congratulations there, Tyler. Thank you for stopping up here with us tonight. You have yourself a great night. Look forward to seeing you in the booth up here again along the season.
Hell yeah, brother. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you in Victory Lane more often this season.
Yes, sir. Look forward to it. Take care, buddy. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Folks, and that is it. Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Fearless Broadcasting. It was a pleasure, absolute pleasure, bringing you the race of a lifetime here with the Rogue Racing League season opener, season 4, round 1 here at Auto Club Speedway. It was a blast. Everyone jumping up. Let me see if my boy Dylan wants to jump up. League owner in the booth. I'm going to play one more round of commercials, and we will be right back.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Calm out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
All right, folks, thank you so much for stopping by with us today. This is Greg Thielsen on behalf of Fearless Broadcasting, bringing you Rogue Racing League's season opener of their season 4, season 12 weeks. Next 12 weeks, we will be here with Rogue Racing. Tyler Daniels coming home with the win. Chuck Sweeting coming home second. Jason Berg in third. Peter Stewart also with a great run in fourth. What an awesome run, starting P17, finishing fourth. Great run by him. Carter Jackson up to fifth spot with a good top 5. Zach DeMars in sixth, starting P23. Zach with an awesome run through the field, making up quite a few spots. Devin Clark in that 8th spot. Corey Stewart in the 9th. Nicholas Trudeau rounding out that top 10 here tonight. Great running by absolutely everybody. Jason Johnson, Lee Jones, Wesley Ottman, Dylan Passetti, Paul Watson, all putting on a great show. Stephen Neal, Gary Rose, John Spizak. Thank you guys all for showing out. Thank you for being here. Matt Novella, Nathan Anderson, Austin Toller, Camden Gilliland, and Steve Bocock. Thank you to all the drivers who showed out tonight. What an experience we had. Thank you, drivers. Thank you, guys who came in and chatted. And thank you, fans. This is Greg Thielsen up in the booth, Fearless Broadcasting, Rogue Racing League. I am out of here, folks. Thank you, and we will see you next time.